Hello, my name's Patrick. I'm a 24-year-old founder and managing director of Adapt Digital. Adapt Digital is a digital transformation agency. Digital transformation is essentially making businesses and companies run more efficiently using digital technology. So that could be anything from web applications, mobile applications, API integrations of various systems. It's essentially transforming analog systems, so paper-based systems, into digital ones. So, like I say, mobile applications, all that sort of stuff. It does also include sort of bespoke website and web design, but that's something we try and sort of steer away from nowadays. It's not really our thing. It's too commoditized. It's something which our skill isn't really required for anymore, so we are focusing more on what we're needed for, which is essentially creating bespoke digital solutions to everyday problems, I guess. We're based in Farnborough in Hampshire. It is 20th of November, Monday 20th of November at 10:30 at night. I'm actually still here in the office at where we're based, and this is the first video diary entry, daily progress diary entry into my journey as an entrepreneur. Why am I documenting it? It's a bit selfish. I want to be able to look back on my story as an entrepreneur, my journey. I would hate to get to my deathbed and look back and not only be able to really remember the kind of the highlights, the good bits, or the really good bits, or the really low bits. I'd want to be able to go back and essentially relive the journey, because it's going to be one hell of a roller coaster, I'm sure. Aside from that, I am I've referred to myself previously as a helpaholic. I like to help other people. So if by doing this, there's other young entrepreneurs out there, people who are keen to start their own business but just really don't have the confidence to do so. If I can be a helping hand or kind of a shoulder to lean on for any advice or inspiration in doing so, then that would be incredible as well, I guess. In addition to that, coming back to myself, I want to build my self-confidence. As an entrepreneur, one would think that you have to be relatively self-confident to be able to put yourself out there in front of clients and win business, all that sort of stuff. But I think there's a lot of us out there who are actually relatively introverted. I'm a techie, which I'll get onto in a minute. But I suppose as a techie, I'm probably quite extroverted. I don't mind talking to people. I don't mind going to networking events, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, generally speaking, I guess whenever it comes to kind of public speaking and putting myself in front of a camera like this, it's not really a strong point of mine. But why now, I guess? I keep on telling people that it's something I'm meaning to do. As I said just a minute ago, I'd hate to look back on my life and not really be able to remember the middle bits, and only be able to remember the highs and the lows. So I'd like to be able to look back on it and kind of remember everything, or recall everything at least. And I keep on putting it off for reasons such as a good technology, good camera, all this sort of crap, and it's just bullshit, really. I don't need a good camera. I'm doing this on my laptop. This is perfectly good to get started. And why should I wait for someone to get me, or for me to get a good camera before I commit to doing it? Because I know someone might get me a nice camera, which would be lovely, but I still won't do it because I still won't take the plunge. So this is me taking the plunge, basically. In addition to that, I've been running my company now for about 2 3/4 years now. So it's come up to 3 years. And really, I've already missed those first 2 years where you're really hustling, you're really grinding. I mean, I'm still here now at 10:30 at night, so I'm still grinding. But I'm sort of coming towards the tail end of that notorious 3-year sort of death period of where most startups fail in the first 3 years. Hopefully, we're just coming towards the end of that and are gonna make it through it, which would be good. So yeah, it's essentially I want to be able to document the journey of the company growing, and be able to look back on this hustle time, and I imagine I'll hustle to the day it ends. But yeah, I just want to be able to look back on these early days and see where we're all started, really. Should have started sooner, as I just said, but hey ho, this is day dot. This is the start. I really don't care about how bad this is going to be. I've kind of come to terms that it's going to be shit. It's the first one I've done. The first time I started coding, the first time I started programming, my websites were fucking awful. But everyone starts crap. Some people have a natural ability at things, so some people get better quicker at things. But yeah, no, this is going to be crap. I'm happy for it to be crap because I'm happy to see the progression, and that's another reason why I wanted to do these, is to see progression in myself, in my own self-confidence, and the way I hold myself, the way I present myself, and everything like that. I guess a little bit about myself. How did I get to where I am? As I said, I'm 24. I came out of school with very little grades. I had D's in mostly everything, which in the wonderful world of education systems, that's technically seen as, I guess, not passes. C's is technically a pass. I did get a B in IT. That's a natural sign of clearly what I should be doing, which is technology. So yeah, pretty much failed school, got halfway through college and dropped out because what I was getting taught in college, it sounds a little arrogant, I don't mean for it to, but I already knew what they were teaching me because I learnt it through an interest and a passion in the industry, so in the technology. So that was kind of pointless to me, dropped out of there, carried on working at the golf club that I was at the time, and quickly realised that the standard I was at in the golf club wasn't going to be good enough wasn't going to cut it as a career, either teaching or professionally. So quickly dropped out of that as well, and essentially went into being a freelance web developer. There was a few other bits in between, and in terms of jobs, but that was kind of the turning point for me, I guess. I'm now, technically speaking, in terms of skill set, a fully stack developer in PHP primarily. So without sounding arrogant, I can technically build anything really web-based, kind of technology-based, system-based. So I like a challenge. That's kind of the best way to see it. Is I like a challenge. I haven't had one yet, which I haven't been able to overcome. That's why I kind of feel like I can kind of tackle anything. But I know there's still shit tons for me to learn. I mean, the technology changes daily, so there's probably so much crap which is out there that I just don't know about, and I probably should. It's probably better than the way I'm currently doing things, but we live on this planet to improve and to better ourselves every day. So this is where I'm at, and hopefully I'll continue to get better. So I guess daily entry. What happened today? I had a pretty hectic day today, start of probably quite a few this week, because Jake and Nadia, my team members, are actually off on holiday at the same time at the moment, so I'm in the office on my own, which is manic to say the least. So I'm trying to kind of spin all the plates myself and manage everything myself, which is difficult at the best of times. I struggle when they're around, let alone when they're not, but I'm happy to say I think today I coped pretty well. So here's to tomorrow, I guess. I had a couple of new business calls, which is always exciting. So a couple of new prospective clients gave me a call. We arranged a call to kind of discuss their requirements, see how we might be able to help them, which is always exciting. See what happens there. Had to respond to a couple of urgent client queries, as we do in this industry. Things happen and need fixing immediately, instantly. Everything's expected instantly in this world now. So we kind of have to keep up with that expectation, which is a struggle at times, and especially when you're the only one kind of trying to do everything. So it's like I said, it's 10:30. I'm now going to build a new feature for one of our clients' websites, because I've finished replying to emails and doing all the things that I have to do during the day. So now is my time to program. I will probably be here till about midnight at this rate, and we'll see how that goes, I guess. So this is it. This is the end of this first daily entry. I have finally done it. But this is also the start. This is day dot in hopefully me documenting the rest of the journey as a driven, enthusiastic, passionate entrepreneur who's trying to crush it in life. Let's see how it goes.